Hey, it's Liam Killen, and guess what? I'm a drummer, and I have a lot to say about drums. I'm here with the Pocket Operator 33, otherwise known as the POKO. I was actually just in the middle of filming an OP1 video, and a crucial button on the instrument just stopped working, so we're gonna be working with this guy now. I actually also have the PO137, the Rick and Morty model, which I haven't fully utilized yet. It's actually a bit heavier than this one. Sampling onto a Pocket Operator is extremely easy, easier than any other sampler that I've seen, which is what makes them so attractive. Aside from being cute as heck, of course. Just so portable, you could bring them anywhere and you could sample pretty much anything. Yeah, just an overall general delight. In today's video, we're just gonna be focusing on drums, and even though I'm using the POKO, this technique applies to any Pocket Operator. When I first started, I thought I'd be limited to linear sort of drum grooves, which is definitely an option. We'll be adding intricate rhythms to our drums today, different layers, mixing in effects to our one-shots to really add depth to your drums. So intricate actually that I'll be mixing with my headphones. HD 600, these are the best. Right before we get started though, if this video is too quick for you, I actually have another video on the POKO. I'll link you above up there and also in the description, and it's the first video of the series I can relate. At the point that I made that video, I was also a beginner with the Pocket Operator, and able to relate to all of your frustrations. In any case, that was then and this is now. Let's get into some drums. So I actually already have 3 drum banks uploaded here, but I just want to show you how easy it is to upload samples onto the Pocket Operator. So I'm gonna head to bank 12. This is an empty bank. Luckily, most of the buttons on my OP1 work, so we're able to do this. We'll find a kit that we like. That's cool. We have the option to upload 16 sounds. We want to record onto bank 12, so hold record. Notice that it says record right there. Press the bank you want to record on, and then start playing samples. Yeah, that's it. There's one thing to take note of though, I'll show you now. Hold record, we're gonna go on to bank 13, and I'm gonna play these samples slower than what I just did. As you can see, if you play the samples too slow, it won't really register well into the slot, so just make sure you play them nice and quick. Okay, we're done with the OP1 here. Let's reconfigure. We'll start with the backbone of the beat, or the meat and potatoes, as they might say. And then we'll get into the more intricate, subtle stuff. We'll start with kick. I'm thinking like a... And by the way, beatboxing is one of the best ways to learning your beats and just hearing what you want to play. If you could sing it, you could program it. Don't feel embarrassed, just let it out. I'm on bank 10, let's get some kick tones going. We'll program that, so right, it says edit there. Boom, boom, cats, boom, 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 cats. Let's try that. Okay, I feel like I'm at the right tempo, but if you want to change your tempo, hold the metronome button, twist the second knob. So now we're definitely way too fast. I'm gonna go back down to 97. This gets a little tricky. It's hard to get exactly on the right tempo. See, damn it. That's good, 97. Next I want a backbeat, so a nice loud sounding snare. I mean, that's good for now. Boots, spook, cats, boots, doots, doot, cats. So that's the backbeat. Might be a little bit thin. We're definitely gonna layer that with maybe a clap or tambourine or some other snare. Okay, so next thing I'm hearing is hi-hats on the upbeats. So boom, cats, boom, boom. So that's on all the ands. Let's try bank 12 just for the kicks. For kicks. I like that snare. Back to bank 10. This is cool. Kind of sounds like a shaker, hi-hat sort of thing. I'll program that onto the upbeat. So once again, edit mode, bop, 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 bop. We have the backbone of the beat, and I like this. As I mentioned before, I know I want to layer that snare, so let's head to another bank perhaps, bank 9. We'll find maybe a clap or another snare sound to layer on top of it. I like this. I do like the sound of this clap, but there are ways to get it to sit better in the mix. I want it to be behind the snare drum and not on top of it. So let's find ways to do that. We'll head to Effects, Filter. So I'm cutting some of the highs. That sounds a bit better. Maybe a higher pitched clap. So it's a quicker clap. And bring the volume down. That's a lot better. Let's write that in. Tap, tap. So now we just have a bit more depth to the snare drum while still remaining in that pocket operator kind of Game Boy type territory. I like where we're at with this. I just want to listen back to what we have so far. We could figure what else we could add. I'm hearing hi-hats on the up 16th notes. Like that. So let's find some hi-hats to add. These are good. I like that. We'll add those onto the upbeats. Boom, tit-tit-ta, tit-tit, tit-tit-ta, tit-tit, like that. The next thing I think this beat needs for a little bit of depth is some swing. So to add swing, hold the metronome button once again. If you want it to be super swung, like ridiculously swung, you turn it up like this. It's just ridiculous. I just want a tiny little bit of swing, like in between triplets and straight. Another very subtle difference, but we're taking baby steps to really polish your drums, and people notice that. The next thing I'm hearing is like a boom sound on beat 1 with the kick. So we'll find a really low kick sound. Okay, that one, the first one. That's great. We're gonna pitch that way down. Okay, we're gonna bring that volume up. Boom. That's great. Right, beat 1, that's it. You know what, let's make that a little bit louder. Take it out. Same thing, effects, tone, raise the volume. Just a bit louder. I think we're done here with elements added to the beat, but we're still very limited. This is just 1 bar and we definitely need some variation. That's easy. So this is the pattern button here, hit right, and I'm gonna copy it over to pattern 6, like that. So now we have both of those patterns. We'll make this a 4-bar thing, so I'll copy over 2 more times, pattern, right, 7, 8. So now we have all 4 of those patterns lit up. And now we'll add some variation to the snare. So pattern, let's say pattern 6, boom, boom, like that. On that beat, boom, boom, so that's on the 16th note here. I want to make sure I'm on the right sound. That's the snare. So I'm going to write that in, boom, boom, whoop, there we go. Let's add another variation onto pattern 7. Same thing with the snare. So same thing on the 16th note here. So I'm erasing what's already there, adding that snare drum. Same thing with these last 2 16th notes. Okay, so that sounds like this. We'll do something kind of spicy for that last variation. We'll go pattern 8. I'm gonna find a weird sound to kind of throw everything off. I like that Bo Diddley sort of rhythm. Boop tap 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 tap. Or in technical jazz terms, we call that dotted quarters. We'll write that in. Doom tat 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 tat. We have 4 different patterns now, so what do we do with them? We could actually sequence patterns very easily. I'm pressing on the pattern button. 5 is our home base, 6 is our fill number 1, let's say. 7 is fill number 2, it's a bit more intensive a fill, and then 8 is the Bo Diddley fill. So home, fill 1, home, fill 2, home, Bo Diddley. Let's try that. Let's try a second pattern. 5 3 times, 5 5 5, fill 1, 5 5, fill 2, fill 3, and you can see the length right there. So it's an 8-bar pattern. Let's give that a whirl. And I think that's enough for now. Thank you so much for tuning into this intricate POKO drum breakdown. As I said before, these are tips and a technique that you could apply to pretty much any pocket operator, so not just the POKO. Pocket operators are slightly limited, so just make sure you don't add too many elements because then certain parts of the track will just drop out. It can only handle so much. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Cheers.